Alright, we're back with part 2. Still got everyone here, surprisingly. They're not running off yet. But anyway, let's move on for the rest of Dragon's questions. Fourth one is, since Capcom is doing a lot of crossovers, do you think we might see Street Fighter vs. Dead or Alive? I guess only me and Vic and Ziploc Warrior have played the Dead or Alive games to know enough to say, what do you think? First off,
it wouldn't surprise me if they did. Capcom's trying to like team up with everybody, so it's like that wouldn't surprise me if they didn't do it already, or if they don't have it planned out or something.
Yeah, they have. That wouldn't surprise me either, and it does make sense. But personally, I'd like to see Tekken versus Dead or Alive.
That would be cool.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna give it a solid maybe.
The only thing you're not going to see Capcom do in terms of putting stuff in their fighting games is Mega Man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is sad, since that's like their top character.
Yeah, or I don't know what they're doing with him. They canceled like the 3DS game that was supposed to come out, and he's not in anything anymore.
Yeah. So that was his last question. Thank you for the questions, Dragon. We're gonna move on to Blue Goblin 01. His first question is, what is your favorite video game of all time? I've got too many to count. But if
Solitaire.
I'm gonna go for a classic game on this one. I am a huge fan of Dig Dug.
Nice.
Yeah, I could play Dig. I've once played Dig Dug for about 5 hours once.
That's awesome.
What about you guys?
It's a Japanese underground game called Melty Blood. It's a fighting game. I really like that game. Really cool stuff.
Tori, what's your favorite game?
I know it's a pretty go-to choice, popular choice, but truly the game that made me into a gamer was The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. So that's my favorite one.
Ah, cool.
Alright, like I said, I've got too many games for myself, but of course like Mortal Kombat, Marvel Ultimate Alliance, hopefully Batman Arkham City if I get it.
It's a good game.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
Now, if I can add my own 2 cents in this, I remember the one game that, like, this is from way back, the one game that, like, truly obsessed me to the point where, I had to finish it, was Diablo 2. That was the one game that's, like, I can definitely say that I was 100% into it.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Alright, so, moving on, I
and
guess...
I finished that thing, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, Blizzard has a habit of developing games that are, like, extremely addictive.
Yeah.
Yes, they do.
Yeah. So, I guess moving on to the second question is, now that I know you actually enjoyed X-Men First Class, yes, okay, everyone, for those who are watching, yes, I finally watched X-Men First Class, and I ate my words as I watched this movie. I am so sorry for not supporting that movie. This movie shut me up. Don't make any comments saying, haha, we were right, you were wrong. I get it. The movie said it enough. So people out there watching, keep your mouth shut, alright? I know I'm wrong. I'm fully going to admit I'm wrong.
The power of the Xavier-Magneto bromance converts even the ones who are impossible to convert.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you guys don't be quiet, we're just gonna keep replaying Wolverine's cameo from the movie.
Yeah, so here's the rest of his questions. And you told me that you loved what they did with Magneto. Who was your least favorite character in the movie?
In First Class?
Yeah. I'm gonna say, and this is gonna be shocking, but I did not enjoy either Darwin or Banshee.
Darwin got really shoved. I'm sorry, but yeah. That was poorly written.
Yeah, Darwin was poorly written, and, I'm too much of a fan to be a fan of Sean Cassidy. I just didn't like what they did with him. But, I did love the movie, especially what they did with Magneto.
I'm gonna say, although it's it's not really a reflection of the acting, but I'm just going to say, what's his Havoc and his Alex Summers.
Yeah.
Alex is okay. Havoc, just because there was no really they didn't tie him to Cyclops specifically, and I just feel like there was no need for Havoc in that movie.
Yeah, other than the fact of having it in there was no need.
Yeah, and his character arc was never like, oh, he can control his powers, and then he can, and that was about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with you on that one. My least favorite was Havoc. I mean, they ignored like most of the stuff from X-Men Origins Wolverine, but then they were like, we can't have Cyclops in here because of X-Men Origins Wolverine. I don't understand that logic.
Yeah. So yeah, thank you for that question. Your Goblin's third question is, if you wanted to see a Batgirl movie, which Batgirl would you want to see and who would play her? Well, I'm not good with casting, but I would love to see a movie based off of Cassandra Cain.
Yeah, I was just going to say Cassandra as well.
Well, Cassandra Cain, like, it depends on what you want to do with the movie. Cassandra Cain does have the best contained story, in the sense that, you can make a movie about Cassandra Cain and not necessarily, tie it to all the Bat family. But personally, I would love to see, like, a cinematic version of Batgirl, Barbara Gordon's Batgirl, in the sense of maybe a movie based on The Killing Joke.
Yeah.
And her going through that and then recovering from that.
Well, Bruce Timm was going to do a movie based off of Batgirl Year One, but due to Wonder Woman's DVD sales, they didn't do it. WB for canned the project.
And now, spoiler is Batgirl, right?
Well, no, not
Stephanie
anymore.
Brown?
Yeah, Stephanie Brown was Batgirl.
She's not Batgirl
Barbara-
anymore?
Yeah, due to the
Barbara
real.
is again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That whole DC relaunch, blah, 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 yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I'm caught up.
Alright. So the fourth question is, which of the Marvel characters who doesn't have a movie do you want to see get a movie?
Oh,
Yeah,
I know that one.
Tori, do you want to go first?
Doctor Strange. I love Doctor Strange so much, and I wish he would get a movie.
Well, you're in luck, because Doctor Strange is getting a movie.
There's talks of it.
Merry Christmas!
I'm not getting my hopes up yet.
Yeah. I would really love to see, under Marvel, a Silver Surfer movie.
Yeah,
No.
JMS wrote a script for a Silver Surfer movie. I wanted that to happen.
Yeah.
I'm probably going to surprise you, because I've never actually read one of his comics. I've only seen him, like, in cameos and stuff. I would love to see a Black Panther movie.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know why. I just love the idea of a Black Panther movie.
That'd be cool.
And for me, I think Marvel is already talking about this, but Guardians of the Galaxy. And I would definitely love to see my favorite Marvel villain of all time, Thanos, make an appearance in cinema. That would be epic.
Hell yeah to that.
Yeah. I think my second pick for a Marvel movie would be Squadron Supreme. That whole Earth 2 stuff, that Marvel alternate universe with Hyperion and all that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It was big in...
That would both be cool, too.
Yeah. For those who don't know, JMS redid the Squadron Supreme universe in the Marvel Max books, and it's fantastic. He did a lot of stuff with Gary Frank, especially the stuff we did with Hyperion, and that was just awesome. I'd love to see that.
Is it that miniseries where Hyperion is raised by the American government and then he, like, rebels against them?
Yeah.
That one. Oh, okay, I like that one.
Yeah.
I don't know if this would count, but I'd love to see the Joe Fixit version of the Hulk in cinema.
Oh, yeah, that would be really cool.
Yeah, that would be cool. Yeah.
And the only reason that, even though Deadpool is probably my favorite Marvel character, the only reason why I'm saying no to Deadpool is because Fox owns the rights. And I don't think Fox deserves to make a Deadpool movie. Sorry.
Amen. Alright, so I think we pretty much covered that question, so thank you for the questions, Goblin. Moving on now to Mr. Elmworld123, also 4 questions. Superboy Prime versus Gotai 13. Batman wins.
The ultimate fanboy, Superboy Prime.
Yeah.
Can they have an orgy?
You Romanians and your orgies.
Suppose the answer is yes. How does this change your answer?
Well, who would... who would, No, let's just get it out in the open. Who would finish faster?
I have no idea how to answer that.
Anyone
Because
else
who
want to
would
answer?
finish faster could take everybody else by surprise and kill him.
We're just gonna skip that question now. You can thank Diva for royally torpedoing that question.
Sorry, who was this? Who asked this?
Mr. Emerald 123.
I'm sorry, Mr. Emil. Honestly, I can't contain it sometimes. It's a gift.
All right. Second question is also about Superboy Prime. Why did Superboy Prime go insane?
Because he didn't have enough orgies in his life. Duh.
He just, I don't know, he's obsessive.
Yeah. Think everything that a DC fanboy, let's say VSX Fedora, I really hope he's watching this, got to see the whole DC universe played out, and he got pissed and punched, what was it called, like the Source, and basically rewrote DC universe in some ways. Although they haven't really explained that, and that whole Superboy Prime punch to the DC universe.
I don't know, but that was poorly written by Jeff Johns. Gotta say that. 'Cause, yeah.
Yeah. You know better, Johns. So, yeah, if you really want to know more, go look up his character.
Does he even matter anymore? Like, Jeff Johns, pretty much everything he does is still in continuity, right?
Yeah.
Supposedly, yeah.
Yeah, the last time we saw Prime was in Blackest Night.
Yeah.
Okay.
Third question is, who is your favorite villain? I've got too many to count.
Yeah.
Of everything?
Yeah, one for every genre. Favorite
For every genre.
Well, for every, like, entertainment genre. Like,
Oh, okay.
my favorite Marvel villain is Ultron. My favorite DC villain is... Well, it was Sinestro, but I'm still looking for a new DC villain to, root for. Favorite Disney villain would be Shere Khan, that kind of stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I already said alright.
Yeah.
My favorite... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
All I got for some reason is Sylar in Season 1 of Heroes. I don't know, he was the perfect villain in Season 1 of Heroes.
Yeah.
My favorite Marvel villain is Norman Osborn, and my favorite DC villain is the Riddler.
Yeah, I've already said my favorite Marvel villain is Thanos. DC, it's really hard. I have so many. Obviously Darkseid, so that's typical though. But yeah, I'll just say Darkseid.
Yeah.
Ooh, I got one.
Alright.
The principal in the third season of Buffy.
Alright. And his fourth question is, well, who is your favorite Star Trek hero? Kirk. Kirk and Spock.
I like Spock.
Yeah.
My favorite all-time character is Data, but as a heroic figure, I'm going to go with Riker.
Really?
As a heroic figure, as, the perfect blend of, Kirk's machismo and Picard's diplomatic stance. Strictly as a heroic figure, I would say Riker.
Alright.
I've never seen an episode of Star Trek, so I'm going to go with William Shatner.
Not Kirk, Shatner.
Yes.
Yeah, he was in that episode of Star Trek once, William Shatner.
Yeah. Alright, so we'll see you guys. I think we covered it for this part, and see you in part 3, guys.